Hi everyone, it's Olivia again for another video in our regular segment of the Lazy Sunday Book Club. Today we're going to look at a variety of non-fiction books that will hopefully come in handy with the current situation. So firstly, I know everyone's doing a lot of spring cleaning at the moment, cleaning out sheds and cupboards and all sorts of things that you've been meaning to clean out for a long time now. So I thought it'd be good to mention two different books that I know are really popular at the moment in regards to having a good clean. So the first one is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying, a simple, effective way to banish clutter forever, which is by Marie Kondo. So you might have heard of her before. She's got a Netflix series out, and I know that she's been everywhere recently in regards to her radical thinking in regards to cleaning out. So I think there's one of her mantras is, if it doesn't bring you joy, then to get rid of it. And that's how she goes through her cleaning. So going through your cupboard, if there's a piece of clothing that doesn't really mean a lot to you, doesn't bring you joy, then get rid of it. So I'm going to have to give that one a go myself. And the other one is Hint Yourself Happy, all the best cleaning tips to shine your sink and soothe your soul, which is by Mrs. Hinch. I know she's also got an activity journal out that a lot of people have been sharing just because it's given them something to do during this tough time. But in her cleaning book, she has some really handy cleaning hacks. The next really relevant topic is healthy living. So, it's a lot of people at the moment that are really struggling for motivation to either get out and be physically active or to be eating healthily. And then you seem to have other people on the other end of the scale that are doing all those things because they've got the spare time to be doing it. So I thought I'd mention two books that would help both those people in regards to maybe being a bit more motivated or just giving you a little bit more information around healthy living. So the first book that I wanted to mention is by James Smith, who is a social media influencer, but he's just come out with a book called Not a Diet Book. And in that he covers all sorts of things from fat loss versus muscle gain, metabolism, and also some real common fitness fallacies. And it's meant to be an incredible book. I've not read it yet. I'm waiting to get it on BorrowBox, but it's really highly rated, so give that a check out. And the next one is The 4-Pillar Plan, which is, I'm going to get this name wrong, but by Dr. Rangan Chatterjee. So you might have seen him, he's on Channel 4, I think, quite a lot, maybe BBC. He's on telly quite a lot in regards to his principles around healthy living. And basically his 4-pillar plan covers 4 sectors of health that he thinks are key, and that's diet, rest, sleep, and movement. And he just goes over those principles and some things that we should be doing in our day-to-day lives. So with all this extra time on our hands, I know a lot of people have been doing extra cooking and trying out recipes that they maybe didn't have the time to do before. Also, people trying to eat a little bit healthier. I know people have been trying all sorts of vegetarian recipes, even introducing some vegan meals into their week. So I thought I'd mention two really good cookbooks that are good for sort of more healthy eating. The first one being the Pinch of Nom recipe book. So they used to be a website, and because they grew such a following, they've now created a cookbook that's got over 100 incredible slimming recipes in there, and 33 of which are vegetarian. Each recipe has been tried and tested by some of their top community members, and you've got everything in there from Cumberland pie to Mexican chili beef to chicken balti. So some really traditional recipes that you might enjoy, but with a healthy twist. And the other book that's meant to be really, really good is called Bosh, and it's all plant-based recipes. So again, I believe these are two blokes that started an online following and got to the point that they were able to release a cookbook, and it's all plant-based, meaning sort of vegetarian and vegan recipes. And there's over 140 plant-based recipes using real fresh but supermarket friendly ingredients. And finally, but most importantly, are some books that hopefully make us a little bit happier. I think a lot of people are struggling at the moment and going through peaks and troughs of dealing with this whole situation. So hopefully some of these books will give you some really important information in regards to how you can sort of boost your mental health at this difficult time. So the first one that I picked is by Fern Cotton, called Happy. It's been out quite a while now, but basically draws on our own personal experiences, but also includes expert advice. And it talks about how, happiness isn't a mountain to climb, and it's just about putting one foot in front of the other on, this path that we call life. There's some really interesting workbook elements in there to help you start and end the day on a positive. And there's also things that will help you get in touch with your creative side as well. Lots of different written exercises, and also simple practical ideas and visualizations, daily tricks and reminders to help you sort of unlock that inner happiness. The next one that's really good, and I know that Julie would really highly recommend, is The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, who is a mindfulness guru. So in this book, it just talks a lot about the principles of mindfulness, and how, by living in the moment and being fully present and engaged in what you're doing and what you're experiencing, that is the key to happiness. Not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, but just being in the now. So that's one that I know Julie highly recommends. And finally, another one that Julie actually lent me is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. So it's come out quite recently. You might have seen it everywhere. And basically it's an illustrated children's book, but with some really powerful messages in there. So hopefully some of those books sound interesting. If you've already read them, put a comment below whether you enjoyed them or not. And also let us know what you're reading at the moment. So happy Sunday.